If old country reminds you of where you came from, the people who shaped your life, and the memories you'll never forget, subscribe here to the channel Country Revival and keep those memories alive. I walk that hallway one more time before the final bell rang, with a borrowed marker in my trembling hand. We left our names where only time would know to look, never guessing how far those echoes would expand. Years rolled by like miles beneath my wheels, but some promises never fade with age. There's a brick behind the old gym wall with my name still holding on. Though the paint is worn away, the memory stays strong. Every dream I chased began right where those letters stand. That little piece of yesterday still points me home again. I found the spot beneath the autumn sky one afternoon. Dust gave way beneath the touch of weathered hands. The laughter came back louder than the silence all around, like yesterday was waiting where I'd made my stand. Every road has led me somewhere new, still that little corner knows my story best. There's a brick behind the old gym wall with my name still holding on. Though the paint is worn away, the memory stays strong. Every dream I chased began right where those letters stand. That little piece of yesterday still points me home again. Growing older never erased the boy I used to be. He's written in that quiet place where hopeful hearts believe, and every season carries part of him with me. There's a brick behind the old gym wall with my name still holding on. Every mile I've traveled proves where I belong. Life kept turning pages, but that chapter still remains, a simple name upon one brick, forever in my veins. Some marks are made for history, some only for a friend. Mine still waits behind that gym where all the roads began. And every time I look ahead, I carry it again. Mrs. Lopez smiled as that little bell rang above the door. She'd write another line instead of asking for a dime. Brown paper sacks were waiting by the checkerboard floor. She always said, we'll settle up when better days arrive. Back then I thought she was just keeping score. Now I know she was counting on our hearts. Every name inside that notebook carried more than what was old. It held faith between neighbors on a dusty little road. She stocked the shelves with kindness no receipt could ever show. The richest store I ever knew was one that let love grow. Kids hurried home with glass bottles clinking in their hands. Parents nodded softly with thankful, quiet eyes. Nobody talked about the weight of harder times, because hope was waiting right behind that counter every night. Some folks measure wealth in dollars earned. She measured it by families staying strong. Every name inside that notebook carried more than what was owed. It held faith between neighbors on a dusty little road. She stocked the shelves with kindness no receipt could ever show. The richest store I ever knew was one that let love grow. That old register has long since fallen still, but her simple grace keeps ringing through this town. Some lessons never need a price to carry on. Every page inside that notebook still belongs to all of us, written in ordinary moments, built on simple trust. Whenever I lend someone a hand, I know exactly why. Mrs. Lopez left a fortune no money could ever buy. Her doorway may be quiet now, but goodness lingers there. One small corner grocery shaped 1,000 answered prayers, and I still carry her example everywhere. Every June we'd race across the clover after lunch was done. That old maple waited like it knew we'd soon arrive. One worn tire hanging from a single weathered road turned an ordinary backyard into the best days of our lives. No clocks were needed underneath those leaves. The afternoon was ours to spend, forever free. Swing me high where the blue sky felt so close to touch, with laughing cousins cheering every little push. If heaven blankets covered with lemonade and homemade pie. Our uncles traded stories while the fireflies hid away. Grass stains colored every pair of faded jeans we owned, and nobody hurried us to call an end to play. Those simple hours slipped by without a sound, yet somehow never truly disappeared. Swing me high where the blue sky felt so close to touch, with laughing cousins cheering every little push. If heaven ever borrowed one small piece of earth, it looked just like that maple tree the summer gave to us. The rope grew old and seasons changed their tune. The branches stretched while all of us grew too. Still that gentle breeze remembers every smile. Swing me high where those bright days still softly live, in every joyful memory that childhood chose to give. Whenever warm winds whisper through the maple leaves, I'm that barefoot boy again, with the whole world underneath. Some treasures never fit inside a picture frame. They travel in the heart and answer when you're called by name. Mine still swings beneath that maple every summer day.
Before the morning painted gold across the autumn sky, the station lights were shining long before the sun. Cast iron griddles filled the room with butter and warm smiles, and every handshake made you feel like family from day one. I never knew why everybody came so early then. I only knew it felt like home somehow. At the volunteer firehouse, breakfast every fall, neighbors filled the tables, there was room enough for all. More than stacks of pancakes, waiting fresh and hot each year. It was a town reminding every heart you'll always matter here.
Firefighters joke while pouring coffee cup by cup. Grandmothers pass the syrup down the line. Children trade stories while the grown-ups shared the news. And nobody watched the clock or hurried through their time. Looking back, I finally understand. Those mornings built us one small meal at a time. At the volunteer firehouse, breakfast every fall. Neighbors filled the tables, there was room enough for all. More than stacks of pancakes, waiting fresh and hot each year. It was a town reminding every heart, you'll always matter here. The engine stood ready if trouble ever came. Yet kindness answered long before the sirens did. That's how a little town stayed strong together. At the volunteer firehouse, breakfast every fall. I learned that caring for each other was the greatest feast of all. Now wherever life may lead me, one lesson stays sincere. The strongest flame is neighborly love that burns from year to year. I still remember maple leaves outside those open doors. The smell of coffee, laughter, and a brand new autumn morning. Some traditions never stop feeding the soul. The first thing that would greet us was an Aunt Claire smile. It was those silver wind chimes dancing in the air. They welcomed every cousin long before the screen door swung, like they already knew another story would be shared. Tall glasses gathered drops beneath the summer sun, and every breeze carried another laugh our way. Those wind chimes on Aunt Clara's porch still sing inside my mind. Every gentle note brings back another sweeter time. Rocking chairs kept swaying while the daylight drifted slow. Love has its own melody, and that's the one I know. She'd tell tales that wandered farther than the county line, while lemonade cooled against the afternoon. The grown-ups smiled without a single reason to rush home, as daylight softly traded places with the moon. Life keeps moving faster every passing year, but some songs never leave the heart that heard them first. Those wind chimes on Aunt Clara's porch still sing inside my mind. Every gentle note brings back another sweeter time. Rocking chairs kept swaying while the daylight drifted slow. Love has its own melody, and that's the one I know. Now any quiet breeze can't stop me where I stand. For just a moment I'm surrounded by familiar faces. Some echoes never ask permission to return. Those wind chimes on Aunt Clara's porch still ring beyond the years, turning simple afternoons into treasures I still hear. Whenever warm winds find me, I smile before I know, because love keeps calling softly through that old familiar tone. The porch may rest in silence when the evening shadows fall, yet every summer breeze still finds its way to me somehow. And I always answer with a grateful heart. A faded rubber band held years beside the drawer. Slim little calendar stacked higher than before. Steam rose from a coffee cup near the breakfast pane as I turned those tiny pages and traveled back again. Each square was barely big enough for pencil marks to stay, yet somehow whole chapters fit inside those dates. Dad's pocket calendar told a different kind of tale. Not contracts, clocks, or deadlines racing down a rail. Just trout season mornings, birthdays, and gymnasium lights. The moments he decided were worth remembering twice. One page said Sarah's recital, another Tom turns 10. A circle around a campground we'd all return to then. There were notes about county fairs and a grandson's first base hits. Little traces of devotion written where most folks wouldn't look. The years rolled onward quietly between the cover seams, measured more by loved ones than by changing seasons. Dad's pocket calendar told a different kind of tale. Not contracts, clocks, or deadlines racing down a rail. Just trout season mornings, birthdays, and gymnasium lights. The moments he decided were worth remembering twice. I always thought success was kept in larger books, until I saw what mattered through his careful little notes.
lifetime condensed into pencil evidence of love. Dad's pocket calendar became a map I never knew, guiding me through decades by the names he wrote into view. No grand achievements listed, no headlines left behind, just proof that giving your attention is the richest gift in life. The sun climbed through the window as another year went by. Those worn out pages taught me what survives the longest time, and every penciled reminder still feels like his handwriting on my life.
Every first Saturday before the morning heat, Dad would load the pickup and roll down Maple Street. I'd sit beside the window, boots swinging off the seat, watching fields wake slowly while the auction crowd would meet. Number tags on old coats, coffee in their hands, neighbors swapping stories only country folks understand. Rows of weathered treasures spread across the gravel ground, and every faded object seemed to speak without a sound. I didn't know their history, but I could feel it in the air, like every scratch and dent was proof that somebody once cared. From the last row at the Saturday auction, I learned that time leaves fingerprints behind. A rusty lantern, a rocking chair, a toolbox worn by years, each one carried pieces of a life. While the auctioneer kept calling out the numbers loud and clear, I was chasing all the stories I could find. From the last row at the Saturday auction, that's where wonder first opened my eyes. Dust danced beneath the shelter of an old equipment shed, sunlight cutting through it like the pages I'd never read. There was a pocket watch missing half its chain, a cedar box of letters stained by seasons and by rain. Some folks came for bargains, some for things they truly needed, some just couldn't bear to see old memories get discarded. And I'd imagine where they'd been before they landed there, the roads they traveled down, and all the lives they shared. Those things were more than objects, though I couldn't explain it then. They felt like little chapters waiting to be opened again. From the last row at the Saturday auction, I learned that time leaves fingerprints behind. A rusty lantern, a rocking chair, a toolbox worn by years, each one carried pieces of a life. While the auctioneer kept calling
how a simple keepsake can outlive the hands it knew, and somehow keep a memory alive for someone new. From the last row at the Saturday auction, I learned that every ending leaves a trace. A lantern full of rust, a chair worn smooth with years, still carry echoes no one can replace. And though those days are gone now, I can see them crystal clear whenever memory takes me back in time to the last row at the Saturday auction, where a young boy learned the value of a life. The crowd would fade, the trucks would roll away, dust settling softly at the end of day. But some stories never really leave your side. They still ride home with me from that last row in my mind.
Halfway down Cedar Avenue sat an old garage painted faded blue. You could hear a radio hum through the screen door frame, and everybody in town knew Mr. Harris by name. Every summer afternoon after school let out, kids would gather there and hang around with bent-up spokes and chains gone slack, and somehow he'd always get us rolling back. He never kept a clock, never charged a dime, just smiled and said, "Leave it here, give me some time." Mr. Harris fixed every bike in town, picked them up whenever they broke down. Grease on his hands, patience in his soul. He knew how to mend more than a broken wheel. Looking back, it wasn't just a bike seat saved. He gave a whole neighborhood a place, and every road we rode began with the kindness of Mr. Harris's hands. Tires hung from rafters overhead, tools lined up beside an old workbench. He'd tell stories from years gone by, while sunlight drifted through the dust-filled light. Some kids came for repairs alone, some just needed somewhere to belong, and somehow that little garage became part of everybody's growing up days. Back then we thought he was fixing chains and gears. Now I know he was building memories for years. Mr. Harris fixed every bike in town, picked them up whenever they broke down. Grease on his hands, patience in his soul. He knew how to mend more than a broken wheel. Looking back, it wasn't just the bikes he'd save. He gave a whole neighborhood a place, and every road we rode began with the kindness of Mr. Harris's hands. Years have passed and the garage is gone. The kids all grew and moved along, but whenever I hear a bicycle chain, I find myself right there again, standing in line on a warm July day, waiting for Mr. Harris to show us the way. Mr. Harris fixed every bike in town, kept more than tires spinning around. With simple acts nobody wrote about, he taught
from Mr. Harris's hands. Yeah, some people leave without much fame, no statues built, no streets named. But in that little town, everyone understands what we learned from Mr. Harris's hands.
Just inside the market, near the sliding door, hung a crowded message wall we all knew by heart and more. Thumbtacks held reminders in a patchwork display, recording pieces of everyday life along the way. Fresh announcements settled where older ones remained, layer upon layer of moments carefully retained. The grocery store bulletin board told our story well, through congratulations, gatherings and farewells, without a single headline seeking any grand reward. It became the living memory of our town restored. Handwritten invitations curled around the edge, notes of thanks and milestones formed a lasting pledge. Folks would stop a moment with their shopping nearly done, finding familiar names before heading home again. So many lives crossed paths upon that simple frame, quietly connecting faces, dates and names. The grocery store bulletin board told our story well, through congratulations, gatherings and farewells, without a single headline seeking any grand reward. It became the living memory of our town restored. Time may carry buildings, businesses and streets away, yet certain places preserve what words alone can't say, holding countless chapters where ordinary lives stay. The grocery store bulletin board told our story well, through congratulations, gatherings and farewells, without a single headline seeking any grand reward. It became
those weather cards in view, a portrait of a community, honest and true, built from simple messages that somehow always grew.
There was a wooden bench beside the depot tracks, where I'd spend long summer evenings staring down the map, watching freight trains roll on through as the sun began to fall, wondering what kind of life was waiting beyond it all. I had a second-hand suitcase resting by my boots, full of plans that seemed much bigger than that little town could hold. Every whistle in the distance sounded like a call to somewhere I had never seen at all. Back then I thought the future lived somewhere far beyond those rails. On the train depot bench, I'd sit and dream about the road ahead, thinking happiness was waiting somewhere else instead. Every passing train carried possibilities, and I couldn't wait to see what life might have for me. But looking back, I understand much better now what that train depot bench was teaching me somehow. A few years later I was gone, chasing bigger skies, learning lessons one by one as the seasons passed me by. New places came and went, and some dreams came true. Others turned into different things than I thought they would. Then one evening passing through, I stopped back in that town and found that old bench still standing where I'd left it years ago. The paint was worn, the boards were old, but something felt the same, like it had quietly been waiting through every change. That's when I finally realized how much that place had given me. On the train depot bench, I'd sit and dream about the road ahead, thinking happiness was waiting somewhere else instead. Every passing train carried possibilities, and I couldn't wait to see what life might have for me. But looking back, I understand much better now what that train depot bench was teaching me somehow. The future wasn't only found in places far away. It was built from all the things I learned before I left that place. The values, the people, the dreams that took their start were riding with me all along inside my heart. On the train depot bench, a hopeful kid once planned his life beyond the town, never knowing one day he'd be grateful for
watching the future pass by.
Every Tuesday after supper time, I'd haul a basket down the county line to Walker's place on the corner lot, where the neon sign still burned bright. The washers hum their steady song. Nobody seemed in much of a rush. Folks would pull up a chair and stay a while, trading stories that could make you smile. It wasn't written in any town guidebook, but everybody knew where to look. Tuesday night at Walker's laundromat, where the clothes spun round and the conversations lasted. Coffee cups lined up on folding tables, and every face there felt familiar. The rain could fall, the wind could blow, but inside that room life moved slow. Funny how a place that simple became part of the reason we all knew each other's names. Oh, Miss Carter talked about her grandkids. Sam from the feed mill told jokes that never quit. Someone always brought a fresh pie in, and somehow everybody got a slice. The windows fogged up in the winter cold, while stories traveled young and old. And by the time the dryers reached their end, you felt a little closer to your friends. Looking back, it wasn't about the laundry at all. It was about answering when community called. Tuesday night at Walker's laundromat, where the clothes spun round and the conversations lasted. Coffee cups lined up on folding tables, and every face there felt familiar. The rain could fall, the wind could blow, but inside that room life moved slow. Funny how a place that simple became part of the reason we all knew each other's names. The building's gone these days, I hear. A pharmacy stands where it used to appear. But sometimes when a storm rolls through at night, I still see those windows shining bright, and I can almost hear the laughter again, mixed with the rhythm of those machines. Tuesday night at Walker's laundromat was never really about the shirts and slacks. It was neighbors sharing pieces of their lives, one small conversation at a time. And though the years keep moving on ahead, those simple evenings still live in my head. Some of the best friendships that I ever had started at Walker's laundromat. Just a row of washers and some folding chairs, a little coffee and people who care. Funny what becomes
a treasured photograph of Tuesday nights at Walker's Laundromat.